Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. No. Yeah. Um, mm, mm, yeah. 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 Mm, yeah. 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 Scott, I gotta go. Yeah, because I'm on the stream. I'll speak to you later. Yeah, mate. Okay, so. Bye. Yes, people, welcome to Fozi TV. Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful day and night, of course. Yes, I've just come on, obviously, daily stuff. I thought I'll come on and chat to you guys, see what's going on. Talk about the Premier League, talk about any team that you want. I'm not here trolling today. Like I was trolling Arsenal yesterday. I got a lot of messages. Like people are upset at me. I'm thinking to myself, can't be upset at me, when a team like Liverpool, who are absolutely abysmal, go to the Emirates and get a draw. You know what I mean? We got a draw against Arsenal. It's embarrassing. Absolutely diabolical that. Like we're we go down there, zero shots on target, and forget Arsenal didn't even did they have any shots on target as well? I don't think they did. Everything was at Alisson's hands. I think he grabbed majority of the shots. So nah. Yeah. So you could look at it that way as well. They didn't have a lot of shots either. So it was basically 0-0. Can't remember Allison making a outstanding save, like top corner, wow, anything like that. Yeah, but it is what it is, guys. I think it's time to move on from there. It's the FA Cup weekend. I don't really care because I don't think Liverpool or any other club really cares about the FA Cup either, man. Because the passion of that trophy disappeared in 1999, 1998. 1998, 1999, I believe, when Man United dropped out and went to the World Club Cup. That was the last time that trophy was interesting, if you know what I mean. Saturday, remember the Saturdays when we used to be prepared for the FA Cup final? It was the last game of the season. Those days are long gone. Those days are long gone. Yeah, so yeah, chat about anything you want. Big up John Conway, big up Mr. Ravi. But brothers are in the house. Yeah, so how do I could talk about the season so far, guys. Like this season has been absolutely abysmal, but nobody's talking about it. How shit it is. To be fair, Arsenal have been top in the league since the first week or whatever it was. Whenever we dropped off, basically, we was 5 points clear, and then we just became abysmal during the season, and then they took over, and they've been top ever since. I remember this time last season, well, actually before the year and the new year last season, people saying this is the worst season in the history of the Premier League. So what do you actually call this season? Because there's no other team that's giving Arsenal a good run. You could say Man City, but Man City ain't all that either. They keep dropping points while Arsenal always collect points. To me, like it's a shit season. Let's just be honest, man. I wish we as a football club came out differently. I mean, you look at the likes of Man United, got rid of Amaron. Chelsea got rid of Maresca. It, was they ever going to be doing something? I don't think so. Because I've always said about if let's talk about Chelsea for example, they were always going to be like the way they are this season because they don't have the experience in their football club to challenge for a league title. You look at from the goalkeeper, from to the defense, to the midfield, to the attack. It ain't that much experience there for them to challenge. So it was always going to turn out this way. And then you look at Man United, it's always the same struggles with Amaron. And then you see the way he got sacked because of the results. It's just the same as every other season. So yeah, listen, guys, it's a terrible season. Let's just be realistic here. There's no one pushing Arsenal. If they don't win the league this season, I think something's got to be said about that because it's unacceptable, in my opinion, man. Can't allow that, man. There's no way they cannot win the league this season. There's no way. They have to win it. And then, like, if they don't, they can't banter anymore. There shouldn't be. There should be no AFTV. There should be no Troops TV. There shouldn't be no Arsenal content creators at all. Put it that way. But look at the difference between Man City and Liverpool. Man City already signing players in January. They've signed Semenyo. Who did we sign? Nobody. Even if Liverpool is at the Champions League, so at the Premier League, still sign players to get you back, into the Champions League, to get you competing into the Champions League, if you know what I mean. But we're not even doing that. There you go, people. It's crazy. It's absolutely diabolical. Yo, why was Slot sticking up for Martinelli? What he did to Bradley? Martinelli thinking Bradley was time wasting and thinks it's all right to kick man's violently. Slot also saying Bradley time wasting. I don't know, bro. I don't watch this manager's press conferences anymore. You know what I mean? It's very rare. I did it once the other day and it just put me off straight away, if you know what I mean. He said I think from what I've heard, he said something along the lines of he didn't know Bradley was injured. He thought it was time wasting. That's the only thing. He's not protecting him. He's just trying to be sometimes he's too much of a guy who gives away a lot of things that he shouldn't be giving away, if you know what I mean. So he's too honest, and unfortunately, it came out the wrong way. But listen, it is what it is. Martinelli, what he did on that day is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why the VAR haven't looked at it and just, told the referee to send him off for his behavior. He was rolling around on our box, wasn't he? Like not so long ago, and wasting time as well. So it's kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of weird, the behaviors of players, but it is what it is, bro. I think Arne Slot was just being honest, and sometimes that's what kills him. He's too honest as a head coach, if you know what I mean. And that's what's gonna probably destroy him as a manager eventually. I saw the clip, Fozi, and Rod saw it, and it was fuming. Everybody was fuming because, first of all, he threw the ball at him and then put his leg on him, like, pushing him down or something. And then next minute, he pushes him off the pitch. Because, any movements of that leg, you pushing it like that can actually destroy that leg. And I don't think Martinelli is ever going to do that again after that. Let's just be realistic here, guys. It was a dangerous move. I agree with you, and I'm not here talking about things like that. I just want to talk about football and see what's going to happen in the next few weeks. Unfortunately, we've got FA Cup. I just can't stand the FA Cup anymore, to be fair, guys. When we got at the League Cup this season, I just lost interest in cups because we're not even serious about anything that we do nowadays in our football club. So if we're throwing away cups nowadays, why should we really give a shit about it? I mean, this is what they brought to us, unfortunately, man. How that was not read. How was Verts getting lifted up like a weights and nothing happening? Bro, that's how it is, bro, in the Premier League. When you got Anthony Taylor as the referee, what do you expect? I don't understand why people sit here shocked. If you know what I mean, there's a cartel of referees who should not referee Liverpool games, especially being from Manchester and things like that, like Anthony Taylor is. But he's always refereeing our games. There was a couple of penalties there. He didn't even look at VAR, if you know what I mean. So you look at the Frimpong one and you look at the Verts one. One of them should have been given. They didn't give it. I've seen less given. I remember Thiago a few seasons ago kicking, I think it was Jesus, kicking his foot slightly, and then they gave a penalty away. So if you look at that Jesus penalty and you look at the Verts and Frimpong, what's more of a penalty? If you're willing to give a penalty like that, in one game. Why are you not giving the penalty for this game? It's madness, guys. Like it's beyond ridiculous for what I can see as well. But like I said, man, a draw was a fair result at the end of the day because Arsenal was obviously doing their bits in the first half and Liverpool did their bits in the second half. Normally, Arsenal make substitutions in the second half and they start going for teams, but they were too hesitant. They were too timid for them to do that. If you know what I mean. The head coach knows it's his last season at Arsenal if he doesn't win a major trophy, so he's taking it in a cautious way. That's why you're seeing too much of non-risky football. He's not really taking risks in the games, so he just wants to like go through games, keep clean sheets. If we score, we score, and that's how we're gonna go. That's how I've seen Arteta this season, guys. So it is what it is. He's in a position like he could get sacked, so that's why he's very, very cautious this season. I mean, I saw the clip and of what Slot said. This break can do one. He really can. I'm done with him, bro. I'm not here to defend Slot. I don't really want him at my football club anymore. There's people already putting messages out there saying, considering what's happened this season with Jota, rest in peace, and other stuff, new players coming in. It was always going to take him time, to get the team going and all that stuff. That's the excuses now we're hearing everywhere else. So what can we do, bro? What can we do? Even our own fan base are making excuses for this guy. It's a mess. To me, it's just a mess everywhere. Every single time we win a Premier League title, the next season is always something. There's always something wrong. Haven't you guys noticed that? You know what I mean? There's always an excuse: pandemic, injuries, and then January comes along. You don't even sign the players that could get us back to normality, slight normality. So that's what I'm saying. Like I said, look at Man City. Do they waste any time? Do they cry about excuses? No. One of their players got injured. They bring in another player. Defenders are getting injured. They bring in another player. They don't make excuses. We are the excuse of all excuses. As I said many times about Liverpool, guys. I know it's not a Liverpool channel anymore, but obviously the people that's asking me questions are Liverpool fans, so I've got to reply to that. When is it going to be Liverpool, doing the right things during the season when things go wrong? Every time things go wrong with Liverpool, haven't you guys noticed that we don't really recover from it? We don't really put ourselves in a position where we could like come back again and start going again. We always just leave it to the end of the season. If we get top four, we get top four. If we don't kind of attitude. And that season when Newcastle made the top four, Liverpool didn't. It's an example. So we're not serious as a football club. Forget about Arne Slot, guys. Like, we know he's crap as a head coach. You know what I mean? He doesn't even make any decisions that makes him a good coach anyway. You could make all those excuses for him. That's on you. You know what I mean? But if you look at us as a football club, as an entity, what do we do to recover from bad, form, bad things happening to us? We don't do much. We just let it ride, and then we wait till next season and we go again. But we could still salvage this season. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. There's no ambition in this football club to win continuous league titles or Champions Leagues or anything like that, because when we win these trophies, do we actually do enough to try win it again? I don't think we do enough. I think it's higher than Arne Slot. What's wrong with this football club? And that starts from the people that run the football club. Real football clubs that's ambitious and want to win things don't behave like this. They do by any means necessary. They fight. Look at, like I said, look at Man City. Did they waste any time in the January transfer window to sign Semenyo? No. They wanted that player. They got him straight away through the door. 65 million, bam, on the table. Get him through the door. You know what I mean? Straight away. What do? No signings. We're still waiting. And we're the champions, by the way. It's not Man City. We are the champions. Real champions act like this? I don't think so. As Macaulay Culkin says, I don't think so. So look at it, guys. Look at your football club. That's why I'm just tired. That's why I don't really come on here always being positive about things, because I don't think our football clubs wants it enough. Arsenal do, because they've signed Not only outfield players on the pitch, they've signed the bench as well. So every single time there's players coming off or players injured, they've got more than adequate replacements for them. You know what I mean? So what do we have? We don't even want to play Chiesa anymore. Actually, people have turned off Chiesa now. They're saying Chiesa isn't good enough after that first game he started in the Premier League this season. So that's gone out the window, giving him a chance anymore. So after Chiesa, what is there? Who can we put on the pitch to help us out? Nobody, because the coach don't trust youth, as we've been saying recently as well. Yeah, but guys, yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and keep on getting the chats through. That's what I'm here for. I've got nothing written up. I have got nothing set up for you guys, apart from one thing which I saw on the BBC Sport. Let me just share that with you. Is about Szoboszlai, Mr. Szoboszlai, the guy who talks a lot nowadays, the leader of the team, as people call him. Let me just share that with you before I go on. As you can see right there, guys, it says Dominic Szoboszlai has reportedly reached an agreement in principle to extend his contract at Liverpool. According to reports, the midfielder has rejected interest from 2 European giants. There you go, people. That's Szoboszlai for you. Apparently, he's going to sign a new contract. Great. That's something that's good for the football club. Yeah, but, I'm here to win. I want to win things. Fozi, thoughts on how we use Gakpo in the 9? How do we make him look better? Gakpo is Gakpo, bro. Like, you can't really change Gakpo, can you? He's been here long enough to change, so you're only going to get what you see. He played against Fulham as a striker, scored a goal. Should have been the winning goal, to be fair, because 2 minutes later they scored at the other end, and the game ended. So I don't know how we could improve him, bro, because he's not at the age that, he's not a Rio or anyone like that. He should be better than what he is, but this is what you get with Gakpo. To be honest, when I watched him against Arsenal, his work rate has improved. Like, he was part of a 3 centre-backs at times when Timber pushed forward, if you know what I mean. So he has improved in his defensive side in one game. I don't know if it's going to be something that's going to be regularly, improving, if you know what I mean, guys. So I don't know, bro. We don't even create chances, so I don't know how he's going to improve as a player. If you create chances for him and he taps it in, that's an improvement. But if our football club is not improving in creating chances for him, I don't know what to say about that. And big up names, my bro. Big up Captain Sal. What are you saying, my guy? Sack the ball fraud. But some people are defending him, bro. Some people have come out and said, considering what we went through this season, he was always going to struggle and all this stuff and blah 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 and etc. You know what I mean? I'm not here to defend him. I'm not here to defend anybody. But I'll just ask you guys a simple question. You know what I mean? When are you guys going to ask questions about the ownership of this football club? They've been here since 2010, and we haven't had that sustainability, of continuous success. We haven't had that with these guys. It's like bit here, like it's scattered, like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? That's it. There's nothing else. I want to ask you the question, like, when did you ever see Liverpool having title runs, Champions League runs, like winning them, consistently, like big clubs supposed to do? Behave like a big club. If things ain't going right in the first half of the season, you try to correct it in the middle half of the season, which is in the January transfer window. We're in what date is it today? It's the 10th of Jan. Do we look like we're signing players to improve the squad? Forget about the Premier League. Okay, it's gone. 14 points is hard to claw back. We did it before, but I don't think we're going to get it back anyway. But you still got that chance in the Champions League, if you know what I mean, guys, like, to improve on. Why aren't we doing that? That's the question I'm asking. Why isn't a centre-back and a DM and a winger coming through the door right now? At least one of them. If we're serious about, our ambitions of the season. There you go, man. This is how it is with Liverpool. Have you guys ever noticed? As soon as the season doesn't go according to plan, they bin it. They don't try to salvage it. They don't try to save it some way, somehow. They just bin it. So we, as a fans, we have to sit through this. There's no drive from our football club anymore to even make an attempt to win things. So we just have to accept it for where it is and wait next season. And then wait next season if it happens again. And then wait next season if it happens again. That's what we're going to have to do. That is how we behave as a football club, guys. People need to wake up to this, man. That's why I'm not serious about making things about Liverpool content anymore, because I saw this, a few months ago. I said, we're not serious, are we? Like, as a football club, we don't really show that we have the drive to win again. Once things fall apart, we have to wait until the next new season to go again. We don't try to salvage it. Let me give you an example. There was a season we won the Premier League. In the summer, we signed Jota, Simicaz, and Thiago. Players got injured, especially the centre backs. Matip stayed fit until January. We had the chance to go and get a top class defender to save the season. We was top of the league, by the way, by that time as well. What did we do? We go and sign rejects like Davis and Kabak, who were never our first team players. What happened when they came in? We were shit. Davis, hologram, haven't seen him. Kabak played, crap, never want to see him again. We ended up playing Fabinho and Henderson as centre backs, our two DMs. They didn't work out. Then we started playing Nat Phillips and Reece Williams, and then we went on a 10-game run, finished top 3, not top 4, top 3. So, like, as I said to you guys, like, we had opportunities to salvage the season in January, to fix things that's broken, but we don't do it. So let me ask you this question: like, we tried to sign Gahey in the summer transfer window. What's stopping us to sign him now? Why aren't we getting him now when we need him more than most? We're relying on Gomez to stay fit till the end of the season, and that's far from the truth. He's never going to be fit. He's going to struggle at some stages. He's always, not available. You don't even need to challenge Gomez and he'll get injured, just like this last game that he was in. So, I don't know, man. I really, really don't know. I'm good, Nims. Thank you, brother. I hope you're okay as well. Big up, Tony, my guy. Like I said to you guys, there's no ambition in this football club. Believe me, real big clubs don't act like this. Big clubs don't do what we're doing. This has been happening for a long time. And I don't think people have, clocked onto this. It's been happening since FSG has been here. We're not building stadiums anymore. We're not building stands anymore. But all we do now is make excuses for us not to spend, for us not to improve. You know what I mean? Some people are even saying, bin the season. You know what I mean? Get rid of the season. Let's start again next season. Finish top 4. I don't give a fuck about top 4. I really don't. Because I know next season, if things go wrong, we're just going to drop out of everything and we're not going to do the right things anymore. So why would I want to go through that heartache again? We're here every time, guys. Go back, look in history. Whenever we challenge, whenever we won titles, the next season is similar to the challenge before. And nothing gets salvaged. They don't salvage anything. We just let it ride, as Mob Deep says. Let it ride. It's crazy, man. We make excuses. That's what we do. Yes, Captain Sal. I've seen it myself, bro. I'm tired, bro. That's why I don't really do YouTube that much recently, man. I'm tired of. I don't even know if you guys realize, like, we're repeating the same shit every week. Every stream that you look at, these educated people who think like they know everything are repeating the same shit. Look at the Arsenal fans. Look at the United fans. Look at the Chelsea fans. Look at the Liverpool. We're all repeating the same shit. We're experts. I'm including myself. I think, like, I know a lot, but I've realized I'm repeating the same shit every week. And I'm calling myself normal. What more can I say, man? Big up Clive, my bro. I hope you're okay, my guy. FSG are just cool with top 4 as long as the sponsorship deals keep coming in. I heard about Tommy Hilfiger or something like that the other day, but so that's another sponsorship. They're happy. If we win a trophy, it's a bonus. I don't even... Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, Tony. The seriousness of this football club doesn't exist. I think all of us as fans need to wake up, man, and realize our football club ain't that football club. It ain't him. You know, what do you say? Him. Even though we've got the most titles and everything and all that stuff, apart from the FA Cup, we ain't him anymore, you know? I don't think, like, we sat through and looked at it from a point of view Why aren't we ever successful consistently anymore? The last time we did things like this was back in the 80s. Some people are grandfathers now from the 80s, you know? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. It's crazy. Like, this is what we're holding on to. Every time we win a league title, the next season is always horrendous and there's always excuses behind it. Every time. Champions League season, Premier League season, we always make excuses for not winning those trophies. What can I say? And not only that, have you guys even spotted what we've done in the summer? We've signed all those players for 150 or 450 million. I agree. Great. Whoop to do. Let's all celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Great. But did you guys see like we've weakened the team at the same time as well? The bench is weak. The bench can't even change games when they come on. Hasn't anyone like looked at that? We're looking at games now. I'm looking at the bench. Who the hell can I bring on? That's how bad we've become from last season. Last season's team at least has some people coming off the bench and changing the game. Who actually changes the game nowadays? Like coming off the bench? Nobody. Because the same results happen in every game. Either a draw or a loss or a win. We're consistent with that. You know what I mean? There's never a winning like that. It's always win, draw, loss, draw, win. It's something like that. It's crazy. Absolutely madness. Fozi, thoughts we have, Fozi, thoughts how we best use Frimpong and Kirkez. Use them as you're doing right now, bro. Play them as fullbacks. Now, Bradley's injured, probably out for the season. Dislocated his, obviously, his knee. Frimpong has to play as a right back. Have you guys actually seen Frimpong when he's defending, guys? Like, that looks like a good defender in my opinion. You know what I mean? I've seen worse. I've seen players, get past players with ease. Whenever I see Frimpong play as a right back, I don't see anyone getting past him. If they do, his pace always gets him out of trouble. Bit of Kyle Walker, right? So, but yeah, I don't think people look into that. They just want to talk about what other people talk about and then bring it to our football club. It's crazy. You can't change Gakpo. You can't, bro. He's done, right? He's at that age now, 26, 27. It's too late, man. First thoughts on who in the midfield should be creating for our attacking players up front? Good question. That's what we bought foreign inverts for. That's why we've got Soboslai for. That's why we've got McAllister for. We no longer create from a right back position anymore, apart from Frimpong, of course. Kirkes, gradually, I think he will start putting some good crosses in the box because he's just like concentrating in his defensive side most of all. We're no longer that team when we had two fullbacks that was creating all the chances for the team. We've changed from that. So we're more of, wing play and midfield players created from that side of the pitch. But we haven't seen much of it this season, unfortunately. We're too boring. I don't think there's a tactical side of Liverpool that you say, bam, I've caught on. We could create chances through this side and that side and this side. We haven't, because Arne Slot is playing safe football at the moment, people, which is not play games not to lose. You know what I mean? That's what I've seen of Arne Slot at the moment. So that's the way it is. We haven't got no tactical side of the game that shows us we could create chances for anybody at the moment, mate. Because Salah decided to be Salah. Gakpo decided to be Gakpo. McAllister dropped off form dramatically. Soboslai still plays the same from what I've seen of him since last season and the season before that. I thought he was better last season than this season because last season at least he was scoring goals and taking shots. Arsenal's game was the only one I seen him take more than one shot, but he kept on hitting players at the same time as well. But yeah, so and then there's nothing, bro. There's no creativity because the formation that we set out is just hard to beat, and we haven't changed from that since. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just a bad coach. That's what it is. Big up, Luca, man. I hope you're okay, my guy. Yes, my guy, you agree, Fozi. Yes, you've done it twice, man. Fozi, Rod, he needs to get you Dean from okay, fan zone. Yeah. Dean's a good guy, man. I like Dean. I might get him on this channel very soon as well. Yeah. Listen, we've got good people, man. We've got good people. What you say, Malcolm? All right, lad. Why do Liverpool fans always talk about the same thing every time? Let it go, lad. I'm not talking about the same thing. People asking me questions, bro. I said I've been here every season, majority of the time talking about the same stuff. I'm just sick of it, to be fair, my guy. You know what I mean? So I've let it go because I've realized we ain't ambitious enough for a football club that's supposed to be winning league titles. The way we react towards, bad form shows we're not really into winning championships consistently, in my opinion, anyway, bro. Fozi, Rod's he held to get you Dean from fan zone and ends and Cop Father in 90 on Liverpool stream together to chop it up. Jackie Chan. Oh yeah, bro. Why not, man? Why not, my guy? I'm up for that. He needs to. He needs to. I mean, okay. He needs to. I'll get you, mate. Don't worry about that. Liverpool signing no one this window. Good luck for finishing in the top 4. Shut up, Trudon. I know that you still got that damn Aston Villa. Ever since you had that badge of Aston Villa, they've been struggling, bro. You've given them the curse of life, man. Oh, I don't even believe in that stuff, bro. They haven't recovered since, my guy. You've ruined Aston Villa. They were 3 points behind Arsenal. Now, where are they now, man? Sad times. Sad times. It's crazy, man. Yeah, we signed this youngster, this Senegalese, I think, youngster. That's about it, really. We haven't done anything else. Yeah, we're terrible, guys. Absolutely. Church with Fozi. Yeah, it's a mess, isn't it? It's a mess. It's a mess, guys. From what I can see this season, man. I'm just fuming. On the Liverpool end, the way we behave, it's just similar to the seasons before. It's tiring, man. But you look at Arsenal, you look at other teams. They don't want it. That's the thing. Like they just don't want it enough to win the league because every single time they get the opportunity to extend, that league, the lead. Sorry, in regards to the points, they keep falling apart. They can't handle the pressure, man. If Man City win the league this season, oh man, crazy. Ever since the Americans took over the club, it's always been about top 4. Even with the previous owners before FSG or Higgs and Gillette, yeah, bro, we're not interested, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, like we're always coming into these streams and talking about the same thing and don't even look at the previous stream. It's similar. We're talking about the same thing every single time. It's beyond belief, honestly. It's beyond belief. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. I didn't even know I was showing football. Sorry about that, YouTube. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. I've come to the realization. I always thought the youngsters were, acceptance of mediocre football and not winning. I hear it from older fans nowadays as well. You know what I mean? Making excuses for the manager, making excuses for the club. And I said, what's the point, man? What is the point? I even remind them, these are my friends, actually, by the way. I even remind them, do you remember like 3 seasons ago, 4 seasons ago, we used to talk about the same thing? Like wake up, bro. But it just doesn't process. It doesn't process at all. Big up, Dean. What are you saying? For me, Maka was our best midfielder in the previous game. He's always been a good player. Can he kick on and end the season strong? Maybe, bro. I'm a Maka fan anyway. I'm not these kind of people that's saying get about our football club. These people that knows football apparently. If in form, Maka starts every single game with his qualities. 100%. Dean. You're spot on what you're saying, my guy. But I don't think the fan base see it that way. Unfortunately, we've got a fan base nowadays that don't see what the quality of the player is and what he brings to the football club. That guy has not, stopped playing football since that World Cup when Argentina won it at Brighton and Liverpool and Argentina. Every single time he's playing, non-stop football. What do you expect him like? He's a human being. He's gonna run out of gas eventually. Like, you got to rest him. I think this is what they tried to do this season. As I remember, in the first half of the season, he was not playing, a lot of games. They kept on getting him in and out of the team every single time, and then because of the situation we're at the moment, they started playing him on a consistent basis. So that's why he's playing every single time at the moment, my guy. And his form, is dropped off. But I know his qualities. I'm not here sitting here telling you I'm one of those fans that was saying get rid of him. I'm his biggest defender on YouTube. I don't think that there's many of people like me out there about McAllister. I can see his qualities. If you watch him against Arsenal, he put a lot of people out of the game. Saka wasn't doing it because he was doubling up with Kirkes on the left. Saka wasn't doing what he normally does. What's his name? Odegaard. Was he in the game? Did he really do anything? McAllister had him on ropes. Had him in his pocket throughout the game. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like with McAllister, there's more to his game than what you see. And if you check him out last season, his impressive performances last season is what actually got us wins in certain games as well. So yeah, I'm not McAllister out, bro. I've always been a big defender of McAllister. Yes, his form is a lot to be desired, but his form has been bad, sorry, but I've always said like you can't keep playing him every game, bro. Like you got to give the guy a rest as well. Let him go and figure out what's going on with his form off the pitch, and then bring him back in gradually off the bench until he could find that form. It's amazing though, isn't it? Like I guarantee you, yeah, we're gonna go probably on a run right now because it's the second half of the season, guys. Yeah, think about it this way. These players are playing for a World Cup position now. They're taking football seriously. So they're going to have to perform in a higher level. Otherwise, those international teams might not take them. So you might see contract signings left, right, and center as well. So I'm expecting the players at least, to be levels above what we've seen in the first half because of where they're at now. I mean, and there's a World Cup around the corner. If you don't play well, you might be in that team, but you might not be in the first team, if you know what I mean. So there you go, man. There you go. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy how things can change just like that. Smash the likes. Thanks, you Nems. We need to get another right winger. Of course, bro. Of course, my guy. But this is the plan they should have had last summer. This is the plan they should have had last season. You know what I mean? This is what you do as a big football club. You refresh the squad. You always think the worst is going to happen to you as a football club. But we don't do that enough. Look at Arsenal. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, Arteta knew this season is a precious season. What did he do? He strengthened the first team on the pitch and he strengthened the bench. That's what you do. That's how you fight for league titles. They might not be the most attractive to watch, but they're effective in a way of winning games, guys, and getting results. That's why they're top of the league. But we don't do enough of that at Liverpool Football Club. It's always the same. It's never going to change. I've figured it out, man. And I don't think like I'm wrong really in that. I don't think I'm wrong. Because all we're doing is concentrating on Arne Slot. We know Arne Slot is not good enough. We know that. But it's our ownership and our directors good enough as well. They had Jurgen in charge. One Premier League title, one Champions League. One Premier League, one Champions League. Is Jurgen's managerial qualities deserve that? Does Jurgen Klopp's managerial qualities deserve just one of each? Or should it be more than that? That's the question I'm asking everybody here. Jurgen worked with a string, with the lowest budget in the Premier League. He wasn't spending like Arteta. He wasn't spending like Pep Guardiola, but still got the best out of the team that nobody thought that's capable of winning Premier League titles and Champions League. What do you do when you win those trophies? You give him rewards, right? You give him players, you sign, you make it easier for him so he doesn't get tired as a manager. Because the more player developments that you do, the more the coach gets tired. But if you get the right players in who are ready made, then you don't really need to worry about developing them. You know what I mean? This is what these managers face at Liverpool Football Club, unfortunately, guys. The support ain't there, man. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. I'm sorry to tell you that. It is hard to watch. Big up Victor, man. Fozi Frimpong is not better than Trent defensively or offensively. He just have a lot more pace. I love Frimpong, by the way. I don't think he's the greatest at everything. He's been creating goals, so you can't really turn a blind eye for him creating goals. He has created goals since he's been back. But Kyle Walker wasn't the best defender. If you remember Kyle Walker, like at Tottenham when he first arrived, he was loaned out to Villa and teams like that. And eventually, obviously, he made it to the first team of Tottenham and then still made mistakes. But his pace is what got him out of trouble. And that's how I see Frimpong when I'm watching him, bro. His pace gets him out of trouble all the time. And that's what you should use. Like if the ball goes over the top and a striker is running onto the ball, make sure there's a defender there with power and pace that can cover that. You don't always need Konate and Van Dijk to stretch or anything like that. Just use it in a smart way. That's what you got to do. And that's what I'm hoping for, obviously. We were only 6 points behind Arsenal, though. We can still finish second. It's crazy, isn't it, Trudon? I know you're talking about Aston Villa, by the way. I know you're not talking about Liverpool here. You freaking fraud. What's up, my guy? Hugo? Big up, my guy. We're just getting top 4 this season. I don't even know about that, to be fair, bro. It just depends on the form that we're at. You know what I mean? What's behind us? Like the Man United can get a manager boost, so can Chelsea. If you know what I mean, strong finish to the end of the season. That can happen with those two clubs. So think about it that way as well. I know, like we're already thinking ahead. Oh, we're gonna finish top 4. No doubt about that. But think about it, man. Those two other teams have got new managers coming in, so that could be a confidence boost, new ideas, new tactics that can make them better. That can happen, guys. Think about it, man. Big up, Dean. What are you saying, my guy? For me, I think if we can get our midfield and our defense playing like they did in the week, and Salah comes back, Hugo comes back, I think we can go on a run, and maybe not. So on a run, maybe not the league, but second. I don't know what to say, Dean, about that, bro. We're in I think an unbeaten run, 9 games, I think, something like that, 8, 9 games. But we're not winning games, bro. We're drawing games. That's the thing. I'm not even thinking about second. I'm not even thinking about Champions League football at the moment, bro, because like for me, we should be aiming higher, and we've been cheated as a fan base this season. If you know what I mean, like this is the season we're supposed to retain the league title and compete for the Champions League, probably get to the final or semi-final of the Champions League. And we're not even talking like that anymore. We talked like this before, finishing top 4. Where did that really get us? Nowhere. Same results, same outcomes every season after that. I'm sick of it, bro. I don't care about Champions League football. The last time we won it, when was it? 2018, something like that. That's a while ago, my guy. It's coming to 10 years now. The last time we won the Champions League. What's the point if you're not going to be competing? Next season, we're going to do the same thing again. As long as Arne Slot is here, same things are going to happen again. They're not going to improve on what we need to improve on. We had Gehi in the last day of the transfer window. Why did we even get to the last day of the transfer window? Because they knew things like that would happen. They were never interested. Big football club, they get players through the door. Liverpool Football Club always make mistakes like that. Caicedo, Tchouaméni, etc. We did the same things, bro. Never changes. You think like people learn from things like this? Did we ever think to ourselves, maybe this is done by purpose? What's happening? Because it's the same outcome every single time. I'm sick to death of top 4. I don't really care of it. I honestly don't care about top 4. Because I know my team ain't gonna win nothing. So what's the point? We need to change mentally. What our football club represents. We need to sit with these owners and ask them, what is your target for Liverpool Football Club? Where do you want to go in the next 4 to 5 years? Because you're no longer building stadiums. What's our aim as a football club? That's the thing we should be asking now. Before they had the excuse of not spending because of their stands. Now they don't have that excuse. What's your aim as a football club, FSG? Michael Edwards, Richard Hughes. Where do you want us to be in the next 5 years? Because we had the opportunity this season for you guys to go and analyze your rivals, go and see your rivals, see what's their strengths and weaknesses, what can happen to them if they don't make the targets this season, which is Arsenal winning the league, Man City winning the league. If we beat them this season to the league, then we could have got rid of those two teams for the next 5 to 6 years, because they need new coaches, new ideas. You know what I mean? So we could have been in that position. But I don't think we think like that, people. I think every single time we've got a chance of, having that opportunity, we always mess it up, either by purpose or we're dumb. And I think it's by purpose. Because I remember a few seasons ago, like, guys, we're two players short of dominating. I think it's when we won the Champions League and the Premier League after that. Could have won the league for the next, 4 to 5 years if we got those two players that was going to change our fortress on the pitch. We didn't do that. We didn't take that opportunity. We could have been invisible if we wanted to, and we didn't take that opportunity. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. These people are not interested in winning. Please wake up, man. I've woken up. Because I'm always here every season. Since 2019, I'm here sitting on YouTube talking about the same thing every single time. And I don't think everybody grasped up on that. I know that people want to make money out of YouTube. Good luck to you guys. I'm not here to discredit that. I'm all supportive of, people having a job and, making money for themselves and their family. Good luck to you guys. But I'm here for football fan reasons. I love football. Football is my life. I mean, outside of my family, this is what I look forward to the most. You know what I mean? Just to get rid of the pressures of life, if you know what I mean. But yeah, guys, it's sad because when I'm watching you guys in the comments every single season, it's the same shit. Haven't you guys realized that? Like, we're here talking about the same crap every season. I'm tired of it, man. I am tired, man. Go look back. Same chat shows, same chat, same panels, same things every single time. I got fed up with panel shows, because we talk about the same thing. That's why I don't do it no more. We have our ups, then all of a sudden the next season we have our downs. Then we try to get back, we miss out, and then we get back again, and then we go back down again. It's always the same. It's always the same, guys. I swear to you, I promise you. Go back and look down the years. It's the same seasons every time. These people at our football club are not interested in developing a football club that's capable of winning things. They just want to be Champions League football and entertaining you, and that is it. Go buy the merchandise at Anfield, selling tickets overseas to everybody for extortionate amount of money. That's what they're all about. Locals don't even go to games anymore. I go to Anfield nowadays, now and again, and it's like a library. Nobody shouts anymore. Nobody sings anymore. I sat through the Leeds game and I was snoring. And that goes on its truth. I was actually sleeping. It was so shit. Oh, man. And I was ill, by the way. Shame Klopp won't come back, but it's the way it is. Yeah, it's a shame, bro. It's a shame because I miss him, man. I miss Klopp. Really, really miss him, man. What you need to understand with Klopp is his management style. Like, there's nothing like it. The greatest managers have that. And Arne Slot hasn't got that. He's not him. He's never going to be him. You hear him in the press conferences, match reactions. It's so amateurish. It's like a 10-year-old talking sometimes. And I said, bro, you're a grown-ass man. You're my age, You're the same age as me, and you're talking like a 10-year-old. Oh, man. It's hard to watch, man. It's really, really hard to watch. Frimpong is a good player. I think so as well, bro. I like Frimpong. He's done nothing wrong, my guy. Big up, Liz. What are you saying? New manager bounce is real. We need one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Liz. I don't think people have actually caught on to that. These two teams have got new managers in, and they're gonna have that new ideas, and they're gonna go probably on a few weeks run of games. They're gonna win and all that stuff, and everybody's gonna say, "Oh, Chelsea's gonna challenge for the league title. Man United are back," and etc. You know how it is, Liz. You know how it is. We need scoring goals bounce. Sorry, we need scoring goals bounce. Yeah, 100%, Hugo. We can't score goals anymore. You know what I mean? We go through games sometimes, bro. You sit through it and you think to yourself, we had about 10, 15 set pieces in this game, yeah. We haven't even troubled the goalkeeper once. Right? That shows the lack of motivation for players to even try to score goals. Because, you know, from set pieces, you got to, you know, like go in there where it hurts. And our players don't even do that. They just set back. Oh, the goalkeeper brings it out of the sky, straight to his hand. That's what they do. Yeah, Frimpong, man. Look on the bright side. After winning the league with Klopp, we had a big dip, and the next season, in the next season, maybe next season we can we come together and achieve our 100 points, bro. Listen, man. I said it to you guys before. All that's missing from this Arsenal team at the moment is a major trophy. Once they get that major trophy, I can see a couple of years of dominance. And I don't see Man City coming back anytime soon, because you got to look at where they're at. I don't think Arteta is going to be here. Sorry, Pep Guardiola is going to be here after next season at most. You know what I mean? So he'll be gone very, very soon when his contract expires. So there's only one lane that's positive in the Premier League, and that's the Arsenal lane. Our lane is confusion lane. We don't know if this guy's going to stay or go. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. We was there. We was in that lane where Arsenal at now. 10 points we won the league by last season from second place. We was there. Did we improve on it? Hell no. So Arsenal will take this, man. When their players get that taste of winning, goodness gracious me, the rest of the league's in trouble, man. Deep, deep trouble. Hughes should have a stat on the club pressure. Yes, have a state of the club pressure. Presser. Hughes should have had a stat of the club pressure. If you mean like Hughes should have known what he's obviously where he's at and the pressures of Liverpool Football Club, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing as well, Liz. There's a lot of things at our football club that doesn't really add up. Everybody's just too relaxed. No one is like pushing things to win anymore. And that's the truth. And us lot coming over here every single time, arguing and calling ourselves fake, and you know, the age and all this stuff, it's in the way, man. It's not the way. Big up Cop Father, my bro. I hope you're okay. It's not the way. I don't think everybody at the football club, you know, has the same ambition. The fans don't. I think the fans want to win. Ownership don't care. Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes are with the ownership. Arne Slot might want to win. Players, as long as they get in their wages, do they really care? I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that's played out here, man. Don't forget last season, guys. Like, majority of the players were playing for their contracts. And as soon as they get their contracts, are those players playing in the form they were last season? Not really. Are they pulling up, you know, into games to put the fear of God in the opponents? Not really. So there's a lot of things, guys. There's a lot of things we've got to look at this football club, and things are not, you know, adding up, in my opinion. And the more you look into previous seasons, the more it opens your eyes. That's how I looked at it when I'm looking at FSG and, you know, the directors, executives, whatever you call them. I've realized we're not ambitious enough as a club, man. Honestly, we're not. We're just wasting our time talking about the same thing every week. We've been here before. Liverpool haven't been interested in winning consistently since the Prem began. Spot on, Aston Villa guy. Trudon. Spot on, my guy. Big up everybody, man. Just going through the comments, guys. Keep it coming if you want to chat to me still. I'm here for a bit. Sad but true. Yeah, Liz, you're spot on. Need to start winning things consistently. Can't even win FA Cup, Carabao Cup either. Yeah, we're throwing cups away nowadays. When did you ever see Liverpool Football Club throwing cups away? When did we start doing that? Because I'm confused. When did we start becoming like Man United and Man City, Arsenal, etc.? Like we're too good for these cups. I can't remember my football club being like that. Now we're acting like that. Copfather says the owners want to make money, but that's what I don't get. Surely winning more gets you more money for your asset. Yeah, it should do. But you got to think about it this way, Copfather. The more you win, the more the fan base wants that, and the city wants that, and the more you have to spend money. And that's what FHD don't want. They always have a cap. You know what I mean? They stop you at a certain point. And that's what they always do. Let them taste winning, but we're going to stop them there. Because if we continue with this, we have to spend a lot of money. And that's what I say. If you're not fit enough to own a Premier League football club, why are you here? Why are you here, bro? Just get out. Just get out. There you go. Supportive. We are having the same season like Chelsea. There you go, bro. There you go. Look at Racinia, whatever his name is. Chelsea. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. That's the managers they go for. My goodness me. We need Klopp for this 100 points. It seems the Prem has changed big time. Set piece Prem these days. The Premier League is dead, bro. Like, let's just be honest. It's not just the Premier League. It's football is dead. If you look at football nowadays, like, where's the technical side? Where's the, long range shots, set piece, specialist from outside the box, that beautiful tackle, build up play, passing 1-2s, it's just not there anymore, man. We're becoming a football which is non-contact. So the art of the game has disappeared. It's not just the Premier League, Hugo. It's everything in football that's surrounding football is gone. And it's sad. It's really, really sad, man. Arsenal will go back to back as they won't sell any key players, unlike Liverpool. There you go, bro. Just that taste of winning, my guy. That taste of winning will make them go for it again. That's what those players are missing. This could have been a season we could have got rid of a lot of stuff, but we chose not to. We chose not to. You can see that, of course, Liz. After the tragedy with Diogo, rest in peace, and players leaving, Trent, assist, Diaz, and Nunes, both robust, always pressure on defenders. For me, it was always going to take 2 or 3 windows to replace them. Give them time. Dean, we shouldn't be in that situation in the first place, bro. I explained to you many times, and I just did it a minute ago. This was the perfect opportunity to put everyone to dust. So we could even if we go through a transition season, we can still challenge for the league title kind of thing. But we honestly, Dean, we choose not to. We do this by purpose. Go back and look at the seasons like I said earlier. It's purposely done, my guy. A successful Liverpool can't happen, like continuous success can't happen out of football club. They don't want that. City cooked the books for over a decade. Chelsea use Russian mob. Yep, they are a mob. Abramovich is a mob, to be fair, guys. Yeah. Mob money. And Man United had Howard Webb. 100% agree. Liverpool need ambitious owners, but that also needs to be said. Yeah, you never walk alone, bro. You're on everyone's channel. Don't you see the repetitive shit that we do every single time, my guy? I might be spoiling it for everybody, other YouTubers, but I'm here for hobby reasons. You know what I mean? I'm not here for financial reasons of YouTube. I'm here to be honest and talk about football the way it is. Any football club, it doesn't matter if it's Liverpool or Chelsea or Man United or Arsenal. It doesn't matter. But Now we're talking about Liverpool, but you know, I just got to like wake up, people. We've been here before. It's just the same shit. But we're not waking up from that coma. Same YouTube channels repeat the same things. Same content creators repeat the same things. What do you need, man? Same panel says the same things. We've been here before. You just don't see it because you're just excited. You know, someone is doing a stream at the minute. That's it. That's what makes you overlook that repetitiveness. You know what I mean? It's madness, man. What another club does should have no bearing on how you operate. Yeah, bro. That's another thing as well. We always talk about other clubs in regards to the reason we don't win this, or the reason we lost to this team. Well, Arsenal lost to them. The reason, you know, we draw with this team, well, Arsenal drew with them. That's how we speak. Fulham is a good team. That's why we drew. What is going on, man? Big up, my guy. Big up, Rich. I hope you're okay, my brother. I hope you're okay. Happy New Year, my guy. Happy New Year. So just ignore City, Chelsea, and United cheated. Yeah, I know, bro. I know they're all cheats. I know, my guy. I'm not blind to that. But I'm only concentrate on my football club and what we should do instead of being repetitive every window, every season. I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. That's why I'm calm nowadays. You don't see me shouting and trying to give you positivity, back the team and all this stuff. I've just come to the realization, like, we're not interested in winning, guys. We really aren't, man, as a football club. Because if you are interested in winning, you should not be in this predicament. You should be fighting this shit. That's where we should be. Only one of our signings, Hugo, had a great start. Verts, Kirkes, Frimpong, and Isak hasn't. I'll still give them time. Dean, I've said it in the beginning of the season in many streams of mine and other people's streams. Hussams, Judge Mo, Quasi, Beijing, whatever streams I was on, Ends, etc. I was honest. I said it. I said, like, if things don't work out in the first few games, slowly integrate the new players into the team. But people were telling me, but you spent 125 million on Isak, 116 million on Verts, 85 million on Hugo, 45 million on Kirkes, was it 35 on Frimpong? You spend a lot of money on them. They have to play, but not to sacrifice our league fucking ambitions. We should not be doing that. What's important, winning the league or, you know, pushing players to be in the first team? Then you're going to lose games and lose points. Winning the league, of course, all of us want to win the league. So if it means we have to slowly integrate the new players in, so be it. Because eventually they're going to strike gold. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. It's tiring, bro. But they have increased our commercial revenue. Surely now it's producing profit, and with the Adidas coming in. That's what I thought, Father. We're in January the 10th. Do we look like we're going to sign any players, bro, to even compete for the Champions League? Forget about the Premier League. To just compete for the Champions League. If you look at the Champions League this season, bro, there's no strong team in there. You can, you know, sign the right players to win you that Champions League this season. We got a better team than 2005, bro. You know what I mean? All we need is to strengthen the team to compete for that Champions League. But we don't do that. What happened to us being prepared as well? Remember when players, we was already preparing players for the next season, and if someone tries to buy them, we used to go and get them. Where is that, man? Kvaratskhelia, whatever his name is, the one at PSG. Why did we go for him? He was the one who's supposed to be our left side. He was the one who's supposed to, you know, replace Diaz. Why did we let it slip? Oh, man. It's crazy, man. It's hard to watch, man. It's really, really hard to watch what we're watching, man. You know what I mean? We used to prepare ourselves. That doesn't even exist anymore. Yeah, talk to each other, guys. United cheated. We won a few titles by a huge margin. I don't think that's a credible. They're talking about Ferguson, my brother. Ferguson had everyone on ropes, FA, Premier League. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're talking about, bro. Yeah. That's the whole point, man. That's just dumb. All teams deserve a fair shot. If they cheat, relegate them. Yeah, 100%. 100%, man. Too many Liverpool fans always want to deflect to other clubs, so as to why Liverpool fell. Yeah, they do. It's excuses, isn't it, Trudon? It's excuses that pisses me off, my guy. It's like we're so bad. Oh, but so is Arsenal. We're so bad. Oh, so is Man City. Concentrate on yourself, man. Improve, for crying out loud. You're spot on. Spot on, my guy. Give me Arab owners. I am Arab, bro. I'm rich. You want me as the owner? Let me take over, guys, man. Let me take over Liverpool. I will shape that football club to whatever you want, man. Oh, we did. Listen, you never walk alone. We had, was it DCI, whatever it's called, or was it DIC? DIC, I think it was called. Interested before the Cowboys, and Liverpool opted for the Cowboys, just like they did for FSG. City cheated, stopped United and Liverpool winning a couple of extra titles. Yeah, I agree. For me, dude, the emotions with winning it and the tragedy in the same time just before the season is the key reason why. The key reason here, it affected a lot of players. We are all together as a team. Of course, we're going to dip. It's how you take it, bro. I don't. This is their job, my brother, Dean. This is their job. You know what I mean? No matter what happens in life, it shouldn't affect your job. You know what I mean? You still, I'm imagining everybody's got a job here. If you don't do the job that you're supposed to do, you lose your job. Simple as that. That's how it is. You make a mistake. You make mistakes after mistakes after mistakes after mistakes after mistakes after mistakes for months and months and months. You lose your job. You lose your job earlier. So I'm only telling them to do their job, Dean. Why is it so difficult for them to do their job? If you got emotional side, we all face that, my guy. Think about it in life. We lose everybody in life. I've lost my dad when I was little. I've lost my grandparents. I've lost my uncles. I've lost my younger brother recently. You know what I mean? So we all lose people all the time. But you've got a job to do. These guys get paid millions to do the job. You know what I mean? So if you've got issues and you can't play football, then tell the manager and he will take you off and he will play someone else. Simple as that. Alisson lost his father in the COVID season. What did he do that season? He was part of that team that was languishing in the bottom half of the table and got them to top 3 and scored a winning goal against West Brom. Conor Bradley, his father was dying. What did he do? He played in the Chelsea game. Then he went to sit with his father. Then came back and did the business again. That's how it is. And those people are your family members, by the way. The people that brought you into this earth. Jurgen Klopp lost his mum, couldn't bury her. What did he do? Stayed at Liverpool, got us back into the top 3. That's what I'm saying to you guys. It's a job. Do your job. That's all we're asking. Nothing more, nothing less. You want Arab owners? Like City, who cooked the books. A lot of, LOL, you are hypocritical. I don't know. I'm not hypocritical. Listen, I don't care. As long as we got owners that's ambitious, man, and want to help the team out, that's all I want, bro. Big up G, man. You stranger. Big up Fozi. And a happy new year to you, brother. Happy new year to you too. Do you think if Liverpool drop points in the next 2 Premier League games, Slot could be sacked? I think they're giving him to the end of the season, bro. I honestly think that no matter what happens, because of the credit in the bank, they're giving him to the end of the season. If we don't make top 4, he's gone. If we make it, he might stay. That's what I think. I think no matter what happens from here, he'll be here to the end of the season, even if we lose games. I think that's the agreement. I agree with the other points. City and Chelsea up top with dodgy money. To be honest, everybody talks about Man City, but Chelsea have been getting away with it. Like many of you guys said in the chat, mob money, I mean, corrupt money, money that was stolen. Don't forget, Abramovich is a thief. He's not. He wasn't born into billions. He's a thief. You know what I mean? And Chelsea being part of that should actually put them out of football, out of business. But they're still here. They're still here, man. Oh man. Want the money to compete. You're naive, Trudon. If you think all other cheating doesn't affect Liverpool and Liverpool's finance. Bah. You guys are bloody going mad at each other, man. What's going on here, man? Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. Yeah, I'm going back to the movies, guys, man. I'm going back to watching movies and series. I can't watch this crap I'm watching. I can't watch, the Arsenal winning the league. You know what I mean? What the hell is going on here, guys? Honestly, AFTV being happy. I can't watch AFTV anymore. Where's the entertainment side of football? We allowed this to happen. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hang on, guys. Big up, Matter. What are you saying? Aren't owners, maybe British and American owners are special ones? How the hell do I know, bro? Special what? Special what, bro? Yeah. It's crazy. You never walk, you talk to someone else, no problem. Copfather says, can someone confirm if our deal is still on the table for Gay, or did it get refused because Palace are lowering their price? I don't know, bro. Nobody knows. Because if he was coming to Liverpool, he should be through the door right now. Like a Van Dijk kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? You miss out in the summer, then you bring him in January. That's what I thought we was going to do, but we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, bro. They will never allow an Arab owner to take over Man United. That's the FA, isn't it, really? And the Premier League. FSG model is that Liverpool will be sustaining club for us to win multiple league in a decade. We need more than that, in my opinion. The trick everybody misses with FSG's way of thinking is, if you look back at the Red Sox, I've spoken to a few people from America. What they say to me is, FSG is not that kind of ownership that wins titles season in, season out. They wait every 5 years to win league titles. You know what I mean? In the baseball and obviously for Liverpool. But if you look back at Liverpool's last title win was 5 years ago. So I've said this a couple of seasons ago, actually, when I spoke to that person. And they are right. It's every 5 years. It's not every season. It's crazy how it's true. Yeah, just going through the things. FSG are heavily favored by most match-going fans. They are not going anywhere. Yeah, it's the new fans, isn't it, bro? It's the new fans. It's not us. It's the new people, man. They love this kind of thing, if you know what I mean. Those who are better off and have alternatives to do in life, or are occupied in their lives, are way better off in dealing with loss or dear ones than those less privileged and to mouth fact. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. We've all lost people, innit, man? That's how it is. He is too close to the top 4 now, guys. Unless he drops down, he is getting until the end of the season. Just go for 7 now. Yeah. It's true. That's what I said about the Champions League, my guy. We should have brought in players that's gonna, give us a chance to compete for the Champions League. So you only found Roman a thief because you were told by Zionist? What? He's always been a thief, bro. That's how he got to his riches, my guy. Yeah, guys, that's me done for the morning shift. Could be back tonight. Don't know. You never know, you know. Could see Fozi again tonight. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. It's just chatting about football in general. I know we talked about Liverpool a lot. Didn't see Arsenal fans coming in today, you know, giving me hell, or Man United fans, apart from the Everton fan, of course, Malcolm. Other than that. But yeah, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next time. Take care, everybody.